All right. What up? What up, people? What's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? What's the deal? So, today I'm going to be talking about the dangers of being simple minded in the game. You feel what I'm saying? So, I got a lot to talk about. Before we get into that, man, make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day. This book is so beautiful. Okay, it's so great. Make sure you get the ebook copy, hardcover, or audiobook. Make sure you guys get this poppin'. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys get this poppin'. All right, so what's going on in the chat room? We got up in here Alexander, Bowles, Scope, Spoto Wi-Fi, Jermaine, Enemies Defeated, Rich, Durrell was good, Kelly Moore. You said I'm the black Ryan Gosling. What the hell are you talking about? Goatee Juice was going on. Millicent J. David Hiza. What's popping with you? What's going on? Remember, guys, make sure you get tickets to the Truth About the Game seminar. The Truth About the Game seminar. Make sure you click the link below or go straight to mrlocario.com to get tickets to the Truth About the Game seminar happening, I was about to say August, April 14th, 2018. Okay, it's coming up soon, so make sure you guys get tickets. You are not going to want to miss this, okay? I'm telling you. Sean, what's going on? McCann was popping. What's the deal? So, I titled this show, the dangers of being simple-minded in the game. And basically, what that means is that if you're trying to learn game or you're trying to understand what's popping off in these streets, if you're trying to really make something happen, you can't be simple-minded. Because if you're simple-minded, you're going to miss a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? You said, are Sims simple-minded? Some of them. But the thing is, you can't be simple-minded in this game because you're going to miss a lot of shit. So you have a lot of cats who, they think that the game is, just this black and white thing. Like it's either this way or that way. And that's it. There's no in between. There's nothing, around it. There's nothing else going on. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. I'm going to get calls in a few. Right? So basically what I'm saying here is that if you're simple-minded, you're going to miss a lot of shit. Right? Whistle, like you said, how simple can the game be? Well, the game is simple, but also there are times where it's complex. You feel what I'm saying? But what you got to understand is that if you have a simple mind when it comes to this, you're not going to really understand the deep complexities of the game. And you're going to miss a lot of shit. You're not going to really know what's going on. And by being simple-minded, you are going to make mistakes because you didn't realize that, like, basically you didn't know what you didn't know. You're saying you didn't know that, okay, I was supposed to do this, and then you did this, or you didn't know that this was how it was when you thought it was that way. So, for example, let me give you guys an example, right? So, and this is so ridiculous that I even got to keep talking about this. Because, a lot of cats, they talk about the whole looks thing, right? Let's talk about the looks thing. And when it comes to people being simple-minded about the looks thing, right? Because a lot of people, they hit me up and they're like, they'll say, yo, Mr. Locario, you keep saying that, looks don't matter. You feel what I mean? Well, let me see. Is this shit acting funny? Let me make sure the shit is doing what it's doing. Okay, it looks like it's doing what it's doing. All right? Yeah, so dudes just say, yo, Mr. Locario, you keep just saying looks don't matter, and it is about looks, and it's all about looks, and, and this and this and that, right? So, a lot of that thinking is just a lot of simple-minded shit. So what I mean is that a lot of guys will think, since I say looks don't matter, that also, they think that means that I'm saying women don't like good-looking dudes, or dudes they think are good-looking. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of simple-minded shit. So if I say looks don't matter, they think that automatically also at the same time means that a woman is not going to want a good-looking dude. You see what I'm saying? So that's that simple-minded shit. See, when I say looks don't matter, I mean that you don't need to be the best-looking guy to get girls, or you don't need to be her physical type to get girls. You feel what I'm saying? But see, what happens is that dudes look at this shit as black and white. They look at it as, well, either it's all about looks or it's all about looks don't matter. And I've been said this, that it's both. Because I had dudes hit me up, they're like, yo, Mr. Locario, you flip-flopping, and you said, first you said looks don't matter, and now you're doing videos about looks, and I'm like, dude, it's all the same shit. Meaning, I'll give it to you like this. Let me break it down a little bit even further, right? Let's say you want to make money, right? I say to you, a college degree doesn't matter if you want to make money in this world, right? If I say a college degree doesn't matter if you want to make money in this world, right? That would be true. You feel what I'm saying? You don't need a college degree to make money or to get a good paying job. You don't need it. So it doesn't matter if you got a college degree, right? But me saying that does not negate the fact that getting a college degree can matter in getting a good paying job and making money. So basically saying a college degree doesn't matter doesn't take away the fact that getting a college degree can matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying when you can't think about shit simple-minded because you're missing the whole thing. Because what y'all think if I say getting a college degree doesn't matter, y'all think that I'm saying at the same time that getting a college degree, is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all don't get. Y'all only looking at one side of the spectrum. What I've done is that I've tried to make sure guys are focusing more on game, which is why I talk a lot about not worrying about your looks. It's the same way, let's say, for example, let's use the college degree example again. Let's say somebody's trying to be an entrepreneur and make a lot of money, right? I would say, listen, a college degree doesn't matter. You can still make a lot of money and not have a college degree. Because I'm trying to get him out of the mindset of thinking you need a college degree to get money when he doesn't actually need the college degree. He can start his own business and even make more money than he ever could with a college degree. You see what I'm saying? So when I got dudes out here that's like, oh man, it's all about looks. A girl's not going to like me because I don't look good, blah, 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 blah. And they running around in a circle like, a chicken with his head cut off. You understand? I'm saying to you, listen, bro, you can actually get girls, right? And you don't have to worry just about your looks, because you can still get girls even if you are not the best looking guy. You can still get that girl even if you are not her ideal physical type. You understand what I'm saying? But again, when you think on a simple-minded level, you can't understand this. You see what I'm saying? And then therefore you end up missing out on shit. Chief Wildfire said, looks don't matter, look at Locario. Ha, exactly, see? Because dude, and this is the funny part, because again, that's a good point. You got motherfuckers that are like, oh, Mr. Locario's ugly as shit, right? So if I'm ugly as shit and I'm getting girls, then you understand what I'm saying? But if you say that, oh, but you're getting girls because you're good looking, okay, cool, I get some girls, but why am I always getting rejected if it's all about looks? See, either way you go, you're going to run into that roadblock. And this is where the critical thinking comes in. But see, the thing is, what up, Taj? What's going on? The thing is, if you have that simple-minded thinking, you're fucking up. Because even, and this is the thing, even where I have a lot of guys who they'll say, Mr. Locario, you told us this one thing. And I actually had a video coming out about this, right? You got to switch up your game, but I'll talk about it a little bit on here. Sometimes you got to understand that you have to switch up your game. So when dudes have that simple-minded thinking, they don't switch their game up. So what I mean is, somebody might say, and this is not just with me, this is with anybody you take advice from. And let me tell you guys this. Whenever you're taking advice from somebody, myself included, listen, this is very, 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 very fucking important. Whenever you're taking advice from anybody, myself included, you have to take the advice and think about it critically. You understand what I'm saying? You have to take the advice and think about it critically. I remember a great philosopher, Anthony DeMello, once said that when you take in information, he says something to the effect of, when you take in information, you need to be able to chop and carve that information like how, like a person who is, carving wood or something. You have to cut and slice the information up and look at what is going on with the information. You have to critically think about the information. See, when you just blindly follow people, you understand? When you start blindly following people, you don't critically think. You don't think for yourself. You understand? And when you don't think for yourself, you blindly follow people, and then you end up making all these mistakes. So when someone's giving you advice, you have to say, okay, I'm listening to this advice. What does it mean? Does it make sense to me? Does it sound logical? Can I apply this? Let me try it out and see how it goes. You feel what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, if you don't know how to critically think, what's going to happen is you're going to take in whatever anybody's saying to you and then just blindly do it all across the board. And this is where you mess up, because you got to understand something. A lot of the advice that you get, you also have to apply it in a certain context. You feel what I'm saying? So a person can tell you one thing, and that one thing may not necessarily apply to a specific situation. You feel what I'm saying? So, for example, somebody might say, when you first meet a chick, don't buy her a drink. Don't be buying chicks drinks when you first meet them. You feel what I'm saying? And now, so the reason why they say that advice is because what they're saying is that you don't want to buy a chick a drink to get to speak to her and talk to her. You feel what I'm saying? So the idea about that is not buying her a drink because you don't want to buy her the drink because you don't want it to be a situation where you're sort of like tricking or simping to a certain extent in order to be able to talk to this woman, right? So this is why they say don't buy chicks the drinks that you just met. Now, let's say you're in a situation where you're at a bar, you're chilling, probably with your boys or whatever. Y'all drinking, having a good time. You meet this girl. Y'all talking. Y'all shooting this shit. Everything's cool. Your boys bounce. It's just you and her. Y'all been talking here for like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. She's showing interest in you. Right? Now, at that point, let's say you and her both had a drink. She bought her own drink. You bought your own drink. Right? And what happens is that in that moment and in that specific situation, it's okay to actually buy her a drink in that situation. Why? Because in that situation, she's already shown interest. Maybe y'all were making out, y'all were getting all sexual. So it's cool at that point. The point of saying don't buy the woman a drink was when you first meet a girl who you don't know and you're just buying a drink to get to talk to her because you think you can't open a conversation. But when it comes to a situation where y'all are both already interacting, she's feeling you, and you want to buy her a drink, you don't have to, but if you want to, at that point, it makes more sense because in that context, you understand? It's a different context. So this is what I'm saying about you can't be on some simple-minded shit. Because if you're on some simple-minded stuff, you will not understand these things. You're just going to take that advice all across the board. You're not going to be able to feel the situation. Jermaine Jones, he said people don't understand things in context. Exactly. This is why, a lot of people fuck up on a game. You understand? Because, see, this is the thing. I've said this before. Is that what I want you guys to understand is this. Everything I'm doing, right? Pay attention to this. I don't want you to just focus on what I'm saying. I want you to focus on everything I'm doing. Everything. Because there's a point to everything that I'm doing. Right? And what I mean is that I'm not only teaching you the game through words, I'm teaching you the game through actions. And see, what you have to understand is that when you think on a simple-minded level, you're not looking at the whole picture. You feel what I'm saying? You're not looking at the whole picture. Like, for example, the other day, right, I had a video out with my homegirl Whitney. Some of you probably saw it, where I was talking to that girl who's the model with the tattoos, right? And so a lot of dudes they was leaving comments, and I didn't really reply to them, because I was like, let me talk about it on the live stream. And some of the comments said stuff like, they were like, Mr. Locario, I thought you said that we're not supposed to take advice from a woman. Right? Now, what you gotta understand is, and I've talked about this on a few videos, and I remember I did one in particular maybe about a few months ago, where I was addressing that about taking advice from women. And in that video, I said, generally, you should not take advice from women, because most of them are not going to tell you exactly what you need to hear and what you need to know. And then I said there are some women, some who are dating coaches, who some of them know what they're talking about. And then I said there are other types of women who are rare that do know what they're talking about. Right? Now, I'm not saying that the girl that was on the video is an expert in dating and all that other stuff. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that what I notice is when I'm saying something or I'm doing something, some of y'all will sort of like nitpick and you'll choose what you hear and what you see. Again, that's the simple-minded thinking. You're not looking at the whole thing, because in none of those comments, I didn't see anyone mention when I said if a woman's a dating coach, or there are some women who do, have advice that you can take and listen to. No one said that. They were just taking that small part of when I said, generally don't listen to what women say. Now, that's one thing. Two, and this is where I talk about you have to look at everything I'm doing, right? Because what I find interesting is that, there was guys just like, yo, I don't understand. What's the point of this video? Why are you talking to that chick and all this other stuff, right? What I find interesting is, I'm teaching guys how to like interact with women and actually interacting with women. But then it's an issue when you're watching me on a video interacting with women. I don't get that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Again, this is why I'm saying you have to look at the whole thing. Because you can learn from everything. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Because this is not the first time I've done it. Dude, I've been doing this for the past 10 years. Me and my dude Miles, we had a show called The Truth About Relationships years ago. We were interviewing women. Some of y'all remember I had the Sexy Party show where we had women we would interview. We also had Hot Chick Confessions. Some of y'all remember that, where there was women I would interview. And now this, because I'm going to have more videos of her and also other women that I'm interviewing, just to get a woman's perspective. See, you don't have to listen to what she's saying. And again, this is what I'm saying. Pay attention to everything. What is she saying? Does it apply? Do you think it makes sense or not? That's what we're talking about. So you could say, well, this doesn't make sense, and probably it doesn't. some other things you might hear that says, okay, well, I feel you in that, and it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Maggie said, Miss Locario, where's the infill? I sometimes think you just talk about it, but don't be about it. I'm glad you brought that up, and this is my next point. Again, this is my next point. Hold on. I'm so glad you pointed that out. Now, I've said on many occasions that I don't do infield videos. And the reason why I don't do that, again, is one, I'm not a pickup artist. And so I don't want anyone to confuse me with the pickup artist. That's one. Two, right? Infield videos are, I do pavilion photos in the spot. He said, hearing a chick speak on a topic and taking what she is saying as advice is two different things. Exactly. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to do. There's so many different facets of this. But going back to the infield stuff, and this is the thing, I don't like to do anything. And that's why I say you got to look at the whole picture. What makes you think that I can't hire some chicks, have them pretend to like me, and then sell you some bullshit? What makes you think I can't do that? And see, this is what I'm saying about critically thinking. Because if I was to put an infield out, and if no one said, yo, Mr. Locario, this is some bullshit, you probably hired them girls, you probably did this and probably did that, I would be so sad if no one said that. If no one said, yo, this is just some chick you paid or some chick you had to pretend, even if it was straight real, I would be so sad that no one would point that out. Because again, critical thinking. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to actually see me like talk to girls, this is why y'all got to come to the Truth About the Game seminar. Ask anybody that's been to my seminars. After the seminars, we go out and you see me in person talking to women. No editing, no cutting, none of that bullshit. Now, this is not to say that all PUAs who do this are doing that. I'm just saying that it's you'll see the real shit in person. You see what I'm saying? And the thing, and it's funny because I had some retards. Let me not say retards, but it's just funny how people talk stupid shit. Dudes was leaving comments talking about, yo, Mr. Locario be paying for models and all of this shit. Hell yeah, I'm paying for models. You know why I'm paying for models? Because the models I work with are working with me. You get it? I do a business. When I work with people, I pay them. Just like when you saw the video with me and Whitney, you feel what I'm saying? The video that I just put out with me and a girl, the first thing she said was, I'm a model. And I paid her to be there. I'm not, see, again, you guys get, again, simple-minded thinking is fucking y'all up. Y'all keep watching these pickup artists who are paying these women or who could be doing that type of shit, and then you're thinking that that's the same thing as me sitting on the couch talking to a girl that I'm interviewing. You understand? We're just chilling and talking. Why would I need to pretend, you understand, that it is some other shit? No, we're just having a conversation. She's spending her time here. This is her job. This is what she's doing. So I'm paying her. Me and Miles did a photo shoot the other day in Florida. We put this shit on camera. We said, yo, we got these models. We're paying them. You know why we're paying them? Because we're making money with them. See, y'all dudes got shit all fucked up in the game because y'all not seeing things from, a wide range. Y'all just on this internet shit. You understand what I'm saying? You say you don't pay any of your girls on your videos and they're supermodels? Well, that's on you, bro. I pay people who work for me. You understand what I'm saying? So what I would say to you is, if you're working somewhere or you're working with someone, do you not want to get paid? Is that what you're saying? I am Mara. If you want to do that, that's cool with you. You understand? If you worked for me, are you saying, hey, look, I don't want to get paid? If that's what you want to do, that's cool. But I pay people I work with. It's that simple. You feel what I'm saying? That's all it is. Anon, you said, plus you get to promote each other. Exactly. This is, again, Anon, you understand the game. Thank you. This is what I'm saying. You have to look at everything. It's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. And this is what I'm saying about simple-minded thinking. You're like, oh my God, Mr. Locario's paying. Of course I'm paying, and I'm working with them. See, when you guys see those, see, and this is what I'm saying. I don't hide the game from y'all. I'm teaching you the game on top of the game. You understand? I already told. Just like you got. I had this one person said, make a comment and said, they said, oh, I'm so annoyed by that intro you have of the Truth About the Game seminar. Then I had one cat who said, yo, I like that you're putting these videos out because it's promoting your seminar more. See, that's the difference between a guy who gets it and a guy who's simple-minded. You understand? Militant J, you said if you're providing a service, you want to get paid. Exactly. And so when you guys see those pictures, those thumbnails of me and the models, those models got paid. You know why? Because those pictures we use and we make money off of that. It's that simple. I don't understand. See, again, dudes is on that simple-minded shit. They're thinking, oh, it's a girl, so, fucking, and that's it. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, there's levels to this shit. There are levels to this shit. You feel what I'm saying? You said it's an equal transaction. Exactly. It's like, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Look, you got to be able to understand everything that's going on. Because if you're thinking simple-minded, you're missing out on a whole bunch of shit. You're missing out on a whole bunch of stuff. Like, there's a reason why I put out videos daily. There's a reason why you will hear me repeat myself in a lot of videos. You understand? You got to be consistent. In order for people to learn, it has to be repetitive so that it sticks. Why do you think this is like, how long have I been talking about this looks thing? How long have I been talking about this looks thing? And what you got to understand is this: when it comes to people who think simple-minded, they're looking for, or they're only focusing on one thing. You said I can't save these dudes from themselves. They're only focusing on one thing. You said I did a looks video today. I actually recorded another looks video today that I'm going to be putting out soon. And it's going to be titled something like being good looking. It's something like being good looking isn't the same as sex appeal. So I'm going to be breaking that down. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I want you guys to look at everything that I'm doing. Just like some of you guys who follow me, you remember when I had my roommate here and he was on that other crazy shit. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all remember that video? Did y'all see how calm I was? This is what I'm saying. I'm doing that also to show you guys how to handle yourselves in certain situations, so that you can de-escalate bullshit. So trust me, I was looking and waiting, making sure shit wasn't gonna go anywhere. But again, I'm showing you what's going on. So what I'm saying is, dude, look at everything that I'm doing. Ask yourself, you know, why does Mr. Locario put out videos every day? Why does Mr. Locario not do this pickup, infield pickups, and all that other stuff? And let me tell you about the infield pickup stuff too. The reason too, another reason to not do that, also, is a lot of when you're dealing with chicks, you want to be discreet. You feel what I'm saying? You want to be discreet when you're dealing with women. The more that a woman knows that you're out here like flashing a whole bunch of bullshit, you know. Oh, shout out to my dude Everett Overton up in the building. See, let me tell y'all something, man. Everett Overton, EO's a real dude, son. Like, I got the utmost respect for this cat because when I first started seeing his videos, I was like, yo, this dude, he understands, B. He gets it. Like, Everett is the dude. Trust me. This man gets it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. Some cats get it. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to look deeper into shit sometimes. You can't always look at the surface. You see what I'm saying? If you're just looking at the surface, you're going to miss a lot of shit. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can't be on that simple-minded shit. Because the simple-minded shit... Look, this is what I'm saying. You got to always be questioning shit. Question everything. Everything. You got to get into the habit of questioning everything because that tightens up your game. You feel what I'm saying? Let me take some of these calls real quick. Hold on. Okay, this dude just hung up. But yeah, you got to question everything. Yo. Hello?
Yo, Locario, what up, man?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Man, it's 70 plus, man.
I got a story. What's poppin', my dude? Man. Yeah, go in. What's going on with you, man?
Man, you know, I got a testimonial. I want to ask you your opinion on something, but first I'm gonna tell everybody how I handled the situation. Mm-hmm. You remember, I think you was doing videos, right, and you was telling guys like, okay, just in case a chick, right, pop up in your spot and she on some goofy stuff, kick her out, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right, follow me. This is where I'm going. Mm-hmm. I think I might have told you like a few weeks ago I had something planned, you know, a chick that I barely spoke to that, you know, I was off and on, I just planned a date.
Right.
Okay, pretty much. It went like that. What I did was I got like a hotel right up the street.
Right.
From where I stay at because I didn't want to come out of my area. I pretty much had her come from her area. Mm-hmm. So just in case she was on some silly shit.
Right.
What I did ahead of time was there was this other chick that I had already been banging before, but I'm kind of used to her, so I kind of wanted, you know, of course, we all want something different. So I set up a date pretty much with both of them that day. But I was going to kind of like backdoor, like cancel out on one of them and kind of make up something. But this is pretty much what happened when they came out of her way to come to the hotel, right? She came to the hotel, and pretty much, I'm going to tell you what this chick did, man. Came all the way like an hour or something away.
Right.
Came to my hotel. I done brought liquor and everything. I brought the liquor that I like to drink. I bought the pizza that I like to eat. So I pretty much got what I like to get so I can enjoy myself regardless. I'm just adding to the situation.
Right.
So I got her there. She gets to my room. She takes all her clothes off. I kid you not. Takes all her clothes off, right? Gets in my hotel bed. Talking about she's going to sleep. I ain't gonna front. I thought she was joking at first. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was a corny joke, so I'm trying to laugh. You know, I ain't trying to be rude, but I'm like, it's like, okay, humor ain't up on the level as mine. So
right.
I laugh at the corny joke. I'm thinking the same. I'm like, ha ha ha. You know, so
hold on. Your phone going out. Your phone going out a little bit.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm laughing at her, right? I'm thinking Shorty just playing or whatever.
Right.
So I'm laying there, you know, she done got naked, I'm massaging on her, you know, touching on her stuff. I'm like, yo, come on, let's get this. She's like, oh, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go to sleep and chill. We're gonna get to know each other. I said, you did. I looked at her. I said, you for real?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah. So I'm like, before I kicked out, I had to just really make sure. I said, you came all this way for that? I said, sweetheart, you could have got to know me over the phone.
Right.
So I said, look, I tell you what. So I was getting ready to tell her to get out.
Mm.
So she like beat me to it. She's like, you want me to leave? I'm like, damn, you beat me to it. I was like, yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. So while she got her clothes, right? She getting her clothes. Guess what I do?
Right.
The other chick that wanted to see me that day, I text her real quick. I gets on the phone while this chick is still in the hotel room, right? She's getting her clothes together to get the fuck out of my hotel room.
Right.
I calls her while I'm still laying in the bed, and I tell her chick, I say, hey, what's up, sweetheart? You still want to see me? I said, my bad, you know what I'm saying? I was with a relative earlier, whatever. I said, you want to come through, or you want me to come on through, or whatever?
Right.
And she like, yeah, she's all excited. You know, we don't smash before and all that. She's like, yeah, come on through. I'll come through where you at, you can come on through here. I'm like, all right, cool.
Right.
The other chick got her stuff, left out. I ended up, because the other chick ain't got no bus, and I ain't gonna lie, I did kind of waste on the hotel because the other chick ain't got no car or whatever. I'm the one with the car, so I'm like, damn, I gotta go to work tomorrow and all that type of stuff. So I like, fuck it, I'll charge that to the game. But I still end up getting what I wanted.
Right.
But I had to go and get it from, the other chick that I had been kind of smashing off and on. So I said all this to say that's the purpose of having backup plans. So I think she was like 20 something years old. What do you think was going through a goofy chick's mind that would come out of her way, mile hour away to just do something like that? Like, I know there's different levels to attention whoring, and I want to hear what you got to say about that.
Well,
I handled it correctly.
Right. Well, the thing is, it's good that you basically, like, she basically knew what it was going to be, and she probably wanted to see where it could go. So she was probably like, is it going to be a situation where this dude's going to be cool with me just chilling here and not really doing nothing? You feel what I'm saying? Or is he going to be the type of dude who's going to not be with the fuckery? So when she realized you weren't with the fuckery, she was like, all right, cool, I'm out. You feel what I'm saying? But again, if you would have sort of like let her do the nonsense, then she would have knew that she had somebody she could, fuck around and do some bullshit with. You see what I'm saying? So it's good that you let her know that, hey, listen, this ain't popping. And on top of that, I like that you called the other chick while she was there. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that shit was the best, because it's almost like you want to let her know how much you mean business. Like, look, this is what I'm trying to do. You ain't fucking doing it. I'm going to go to the next chick immediately. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Exactly, man. And so, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I said all that to say this to the guys, man. Like, that's why you suppose, that's why Locario, that's why anyone does tell you talk to multiple chicks.
Right.
So just imagine if she was the only chick, right? I gave her my number, and she the only one called me, and I'm being on some sucker stuff like some guys is in today's time. They hack the other chick talking to them. A lot of you guys, you have like female way of thinking, like a female meet one guy and she, on their way, and then you guys these days want to meet one chick and want to talk to one at a time, and all that old goofy shit. Man.
Right.
So if I was on that, just, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine, I wouldn't have gotten none that night. You know what I'm saying? I just would have just been straight up looking stupid. And then another thing, if you pay attention to the other smart thing I did, she tried to earlier get me to come out to her way.
Oh, wow.
I had planned this all the way out because I always, in my mind, when I deal with a female, I think about the what if scenario. So what I told her was, I said, yo, come out my way. I got you in the hotel. Come out to it this way. So what I did was I took her out of her way. So I'm not really, I'm like up the street from where you're taking me too far out. You're not really burning me out of too much gas. I'm not going out of my way just in case you're on something stupid. I'm near my area, and plus the other chick that I banged, she didn't stay too far from where I stayed, so everything worked out great. It's like I planned it out great. So the one that mainly ended up wasting their time was her. I say I probably wasted like $90 on the hotel or something like that, but I ain't tripping. I get that back. But outside of that,
right. But you know what it is too. It's funny. Like I remember, and this is why it's good that you did the way you did. I remember years ago, I was maybe like in my early 20s, and I was messing with this chick who was a MILF. She was like in her mid 40s and shit, right? So, like we was fucking, every time I see her, we just smash or whatever. Then I remember one night I came over, and she was like, oh, I'm tired. I don't really feel like doing it. Blah 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 blah. Right. So I was like, all right, cool. So then we kind of just laid there, and then I went to sleep. You feel what I'm saying? And then so
Yeah.
literally after that first time that happened, it kept happening. You feel what I'm saying? Like I would come over and we'd maybe fuck, but then it was like before we was fucking like every time I came there, but then as soon as I slept over a house and not fucked, it went down the spiral of that was what it was turning into. Until I stopped fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? It was like she was being lazy with the shit and being on some other shit because she saw that I was cool with just sitting there and not doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying with that girl. Good thing you didn't do that with her because now she knows what it is. Because what also happens is, don't be surprised if she call you back. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. You know why she's not gonna call me back? Because like before she left out the room, I already got the number.
We say that again?
That's how my mind works. Like that's how my mind works. Like dudes be thinking I'm playing when I say I'm a who's next type of nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not on here joking when I say this. I'm not joking when I say I'll meet a chick and forget and I don't care or whatever the case may be.
Right.
I'm dead for real. I really don't care, and I think that demonstrated that.
Right.
You know,
but I'm just saying, don't be surprised though. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if she tries to holler at you back. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
But the only way she can do that, she gonna have to call my Google voicemail from a different number, and then when I figure out who it is, because I'm so I'm hanging up in your face. I can literally not have like nobody else on. If the chick that gave me some that night ain't even on the list, if I ain't got nobody else on the list, I still hang up in your face.
Right.
Go jack off and do something else. Try to meet some more people. Because this how big I am in terms of dealing with my pride. Like ain't
savage
no chick
shit,
finna,
man.
You know,
I love it.
Play me out my. Yeah, she ain't about to play me out my pride. I don't care. Like I heard a YouTuber say something, and he reminded me of myself. This particular YouTuber, I ain't gonna give nobody no airplane stuff, but what he pretty much said was, you can have a big butt female, nice looking and all that. You can lay her out the bed, and she looking lovely. And I got my cigars that I love to smoke all the time. If I got a choice between her and my cigars, 10 times out of 10, I'm taking those cigars. Okay, so if you flip that with me, I got a choice between her sexual favor and my pride. 10 times out of 10, I'm picking my stubborn ass pride.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 10 times out of 10 out that case. So she might do that, but you know, when she hit the line to see that the number's blocked, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I move very quickly. I block numbers quickly. I delete quickly. I just don't care.
Right.
Yeah, I did. So I did call another bitch while the bitch was in the room, and y'all do this, and the thing did. I set it up in my area, so she wasn't taking me out of my area. She had to come out of her area. So if anything, she wasted more gas money and time because I planned all it out. Right up the street from my house. I ain't got that far to go. And then another chick that I'm already messing with didn't stay too far from me. So everything was just like within plan with me.
Right.
And I made the same date. It's going to sound a little deceptive, whatever. I pretty much planned that same date with both of them. Planning to flake on one of them. I was planning on, I ain't gonna lie, I was planning on doing some actual flaking, but I knew one of them I can always get her on another time. This new one I want to see, you know, if I can hit that ass, whatever.
Right.
But, you know, I played it, and guess what? I still got what I wanted at the end of the day.
Right. Damn, you want some savage shit, bro.
What you saying?
I say you want some savage shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't care, man. So y'all just got to go out there, and guess what? I'm going to meet some more tomorrow, and I'm going to see how they going to react, and they'll get their motherfucking ass charged to the game if they ain't down what I'm down with, and, you know, the saga will continue.
Right. That's crazy, man. But shit, man, keep doing your thing, bro. You know, make that shit pop, bro. Man. You feel me?
All right.
Yeah, man. I'm holler at you, man.
Yeah.
Peace. That's crazy. Yeah, you gotta have them options, people. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have them options, bruh. That's all it is, man. Yo, what's going on? Yo.
Hey, what's up? It's Locario.
What's poppin'? What's this?
What's wrong?
Hold on, your phone is super low right now. What'd you say your name is?
Can you hear me?
I
It's
can,
John.
yeah, I can hear you now. What's going on with you?
Hey man, you know, I like what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like teaching everybody, like, because you have the knowledge, like you gained over the years, like on how to talk to women and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Uh-huh.
like
Keep going.
at
Go
the end
ahead.
of the day, like at the end of the day, like like a woman isn't gonna make or break us.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I
Like
agree.
when we die on this earth, like what really matters is like what you left behind and your legacy you left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some women that probably are loyal, but I think in general it's like in their nature to not be loyal.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, look, man. I tell people all the time, right? You got to understand that everybody is uh generally, in the shit for themselves anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So you trying to find, like, see, you can have a chick who's loyal, but you can't expect a chick to sort of like basically, like be there 24/7, 7 days a week, like sucking your ass and shit, and then be all upset when she, be on some other shit. You understand? So you got to be able to understand, like, look, man, I'm gonna have a chick who's gonna be down for me, but also at the same time realize she's still her own person. So when she does her thing, don't be surprised. That's the thing. A lot of motherfuckers be surprised and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, it might sound corny or whatever, but the only woman I'll ever like love, like I feel love like truly, and I'll be like truly loyal to is like my mother.
Oh, word.
Because like she's the one that gave me birth. So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be on this earth.
Right.
And like all these other women with bitches, they can drop a man.
You said
like,
these other women what?
These other women, they can drop a man or their boyfriend or their husband like nothing, because women nowadays, they feel they have the power. Because it's so much easier for a woman to get sex. Like a woman all she has to do is stand on the corner of the street, like look pretty, and 20 guys are gonna hit on her. A guy,
oh yeah,
he's got to put in the work.
No, real talk. That's real talk. But see, the thing is, I always tell dudes, don't really focus on that. Focus on being the dudes that they want to fuck, and then you wouldn't have that problem. You see, or you wouldn't even be thinking about that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, because what I know is that when I be dealing with chicks, like most of the chicks I deal with, they be showing me their Tinders and their Bumbles, and they be having a whole bunch of dudes like doing a whole bunch of goofy shit. And this is how I know that it's not literally just on looks, because there's motherfuckers that, this is what you gotta say. Chicks, like you said, they could get dick whenever. And not only can they get dick whenever, it's easy for women to get good looking dudes. Easy.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's not just that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different things that go along with that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
So But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my dude. All right, I gotta get a few more of these calls. All right, I'm hollering.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Peace. All right, yeah, man. Dude, I'm telling you, man, these chicks, it's so easy for them to get motherfuckers. It's insane. Yo. Yeah, what's going on? What's popping?
Hey, what's going on, Locario?
What's good? Who's this?
This is David Heaver from Minnesota.
Alright, what's going on with you, man?
Yeah. Yeah, so I was just listening in, and you did kind of, spit some facts.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just feel like, just in general, in life, like, dudes gonna have to kind of learn to be flexible, because you really do learn when it comes to women, like, they not all the same and shit. So, if you kind of just thinking, like, one way,
right,
it's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck you up pretty bad.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I tell guys, man, you gotta know the basics of the shit. You gotta know a lot of different things. But when it comes to you interacting with any individual woman, you feel what I'm saying? You need to be able to be adaptable. You need to be able to know how to bob and weave through this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was actually gonna make it into like a sports analogy where like you can know the basics. It's kind of like playing ball, where you know you dribble and shit like that.
Right.
But like as far as like how good you are with ball handling, how to maneuver in certain situations, it's totally different when it comes to different girls.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Nah, real talk. Real talk. And see the guys who get that are the guys who actually put themselves out there, because then you start to see the shit. You start to see the different types of girls you're dealing with. And then also you end up learning more about yourself through dealing with these women. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. And I don't know. So over the weekend, I met up with this chick from Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of thick. Nah, I mean, nice brown skin things.
Right.
So we met up at a bar, and it was all cool and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But what kind of like, I mean, nothing like threw me off my game or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, of course, on the way home, it's just thinking.
You said on your way home, what happened?
What the heck? I was just thinking. I was just thinking about like what happened,
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, like, okay, all the signs of she's feeling me are there, but as far as like body, like, I don't know if this is normal or like like her facial expression can have like can be like nonchalant, like it's cool, you know what I mean?
But were you hold on, were you touching her, flirting? What, you weren't doing none of that shit?
Yes, bro. Yes. All right, listen. So I kind of have a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where like we're like side by side, kind of, and we'll have a conversation. And what I'll do is I'll make it seem natural, where like her thigh will be there, and so like I'll make a point and maybe like poke here and there, and that's kind of usually I can tell. You know what I mean? Of course, like you said, if they're not cool with it, they're gonna brush you off. But most of the time, they just cool, and now they start to kind of get comfortable and whatnot. So I was doing that, And she had these like these jeans that like on her like kneecaps to thighs, they were like fishnets. So it wasn't like open, but it was like basically, you was basically kind of touching skin.
Right.
So, I was doing that, touching her hand, all that. You know what I mean? But like, she would talk to you all nonchalant with the facial expression. I would, give her compliments here and there. She would smile, laugh, nonchalant. And even when I took her to her car, we looked at each other. I kissed her. She looked happy. You know what I mean? Everything was good, but I was just like, what the hell? But even like the day after.
So wait. So when you kiss, see, this is what I'm saying. You gotta make sure, right, that in those moments, dude, in those moments when you're touching her, when you're kissing her, that's when you gotta turn it up and then move it to the next level. You see what I'm saying? So it seemed like you're tiptoeing around the shit. You feel what I'm saying? So when you was kissing her,
because the thing is, I was just not sure if I'm like, damn, like, should I go for the kill? Should I not?
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You shouldn't look. When you're dealing with women, and if you're asking yourself, should I or should I not go for the kiss, that means that you haven't done enough in the situation to where she wants to get kissed. You see what I'm saying? This should
no, not the kiss. I said kill.
Oh, for the kill, okay.
Basically to like add, he's trying to like smash that night.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Why didn't you say that though? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I did kind of fuck up because I looked back at it, not because it was kind of confusing, I guess, with her facial expression. But then, like, it was kind of like whenever I would give her like small tests here and there, like, you know, it came to like, damn, okay, it seems to be working, but like, what the hell? And I don't know if, because I know like women, like they have.
See,
like,
dude, you gotta, man. Look, you got this. What you gotta do, man. This is what you gotta do from now on, right? From now on, when you get to the point where you kissing a chick, right? You just look at her and you stop kissing her for like a second, and you say to her, "Listen, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. Let's go." That's it.
Oh,
That's it. That's all you gotta say. And then you take her to your car, her car, whatever. Y'all go drive somewhere and get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Play with her pussy in the fucking car, whatever. So what I'm saying is that you need to, at this point, that's when you need to really get the shit popping. You see what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. See, it seemed like you're hesitating, and that's why the shit's not going the way, you know, you needed to go. But yo, listen, I got a few more calls coming in, so I'm going to have to let you go, bro. But yeah, do that shit, man, all right?
All right,
bro.
I'm going to do that.
Thanks, all right, peace. No problem. All right. Yo, what's going on?
Was this Mr. McCarthy?
Yeah, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. Who's this? What's your name? What's your name?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your name?
My name's Dominique, man. How you doing, man?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you, man?
I'm from Washington. Hey, I know you got a lot of calls and all that, though, man. But I just needed your help. I just kind of needed your advice on.
All right, go ahead. Your phone's breaking up a little bit, but
okay. All right. Sorry about that. But first of all, I just wanted to say, like I said, man, I'm a big fan of your work, man.
Appreciate it, man.
It's nice to finally hear the guy in person for one.
That's what's up. I appreciate it. So what's going on with you, man?
All right. Well, I kind of got a situation going on with this girl I was seeing for a while. She had dumped me like I think a month ago or something. I fought as hard as I possibly can, man. Like, but damn, she had a mind made up. It's still fucking with me a little bit. So, you know, and lately I've been reading some of your work, you know, and all that though. I mean, from pretty much everything I learned from some of your work, basically, you guess the best thing that you can do is like just do you and understand that there are thousands of girls out here and all that shit.
And wait, how long you and this girl been together?
About 9 months.
9 months, and this is your girlfriend or some girl you were just dating?
This is my girlfriend.
That was your girlfriend. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what's going on now? Like, how you feeling now about it?
I'm feeling now about it. Well, the thing is, man, it's my fault. So, you know, it's my fault why we have broken up. Shit. I mean, I understand as a man, you gotta be responsible, take ownership of the shit. So,
and what did you do? What was it that? What is it that you did that made the breakup happen?
Well, the thing is, man, I was so focused on me and just doing me. You know, I kind of drew attention away from her a little bit. So when she finally said, you know, let's just end this, you know, we barely talk anymore, we barely see each other anymore and shit like that. I was like, damn, all right, I gotta fix this somehow. So, man, I guess in a way I kind of made it a little worse. I kept trying to force shit, kept trying to make shit all needy and shit. I was like, hey, let's fix this now.
Right. And so what were the things you were doing that she was saying like you weren't paying attention, or what were you doing that like specifically?
Well, the thing is, I want to become a writer, man. That's my passion. That's my shit. Writing helps me get through the days. You know, I'm working on my own few books, a nonfiction book. You know, I like to write different characters and all that shit. And I was so focused on that 24/7, and it's about to blow up a bit.
And so wait a second. So hold on. So wait. Let me get this straight. So this chick said that you're not paying enough attention to her, And the reason why is because you were focused on your passion and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
And y'all
Yeah,
broke and y'all broke up. She left. She was like, I can't take it. I'm gone.
yeah, pretty
Dude,
much. Yeah.
dude, listen,
Well,
listen, 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 listen. Congratulations, my dude. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say.
congratulations.
I'm saying congratulations for losing that chick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because
Oh, the thing is, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. This is what you gotta understand. If this chick is complaining about you trying to achieve your goals and you're not paying enough attention to her and all that other stupid shit, then she's not the right chick for you, my dude. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, well, the thing is, there's more to it, Locario. Well, let me give you.
And what else happened? Tell me what else happened though.
Well, like I said, when she finally said, we barely talk anymore, we barely see each other anymore, like I said, I tried to force things after that. I was like, damn, let me try and fix this. When you become all needy and shit, that I'm starting to see that shit kind of makes it worse.
And what did you do to try to fix it? What did you try to do?
I basically told her, look, let's talk. Let's talk today. There was after she told me that, like the next day, I was like, hey, let's talk and fix this shit today. Let's do this today. She was like, look, you kind of stressing me out, though, and I was like, all right, cool, let's wait. So I waited till the next day. I was like, hey, I'm coming to your house today. Let's talk about shit. She said, look, don't come to my house. You're stressing me out. Let's just call this shit off. Acting all media and shit, though. I mean,
see.
Then there was a time.
See, dude, let me tell you, man. It don't. All of that stuff don't even matter because look, let me tell you something, man. Because there's a lot of shit that seems like it could be going on here. Is because one, the fact that she's the first thing you talking about was she's acting like, oh, well, you're not spending enough time with me, but she knows you're doing what you're doing. What she should have been doing is she should have been supporting you and doing what you're doing. That's one. Two, what it also seems like it could be is that she could have been fucking with another dude and was looking for a reason to bounce. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, she told me she had a lot of shit going on at the moment.
See,
at the same time, she said she had a lot of shit going on.
Right. See, that's
the thing.
That's that bullshit.
But this is the thing that's kind of fucking my head up, though, Mr. Locario. I'm trying to be fast because I know you got other people on the line.
Right, go ahead.
What's fucking me up is that I don't know if it's a thing people go through when it comes to breakups and shit. I think it is because I'm in that mindset of, damn, I'm not gonna find another girl like this one.
Right.
That she does. And I don't know if it's that shit because that shit is fucking with me. Like I'm not gonna ever find another girl like this one because she's doing her thing too. So, she's pretty damn successful. She's pretty damn. She's a fucking art. She does studios and shit for like these famous artists and all that shit. So I'm like, damn, this girl does this shit. Right. And she has a lot of drive and determination. So I'm like, damn, I'm not.
But see this is the thing. This is the thing. Don't worry about none of that shit because look, you gotta understand something. If a girl wants to fuck with you and be with you and all that shit, she's gonna find ways to make that shit happen like crazy. You understand? Also, don't be worried about losing her because there's other girls that you're gonna meet, other women that you're gonna meet that you're gonna click with better, that's gonna flow better. See, this is what I always tell people. A relationship's supposed to actually be easy. You feel what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like all this, back and forth arguing this and this and that. It's like if you go to the shoe store. When you go to the shoe store, if you were a size 12, you're not going to put on a size 9 and say, well, I'll just try to make it work. You understand? You just don't buy that shoe. You don't fuck with that shoe. Same shit with relationships. If the shit ain't working, if the shit ain't clicking, then you move on. So, for example, I felt the same way you felt with my ex-girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? So I was saying, look, man, this is some fucked up shit. I ain't going to never meet a girl like that and blah, 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 blah. Then when I met my wife, I was glad that me and my ex-girlfriend was not together anymore. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like you'll meet somebody better. You feel me? So don't worry about that shit now. You'll be fine. You just need some time to get over her, and then you gonna forget about her. You're gonna be on some other shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Give it time.
Yeah, get that shit time. You be
don't worry about all that shit.
Yeah, don't worry about all that shit. Go hang out, have fun with other girls. You know, don't jump into nothing too crazy right now, but just chill, have fun, and just do your thing. And as time goes on, you'll forget about that shit. You'll just find somebody else. You'll be fine. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah, okay. Well, question, Mr.
Say that again?
I know you say, you know, forget about that shit. There's going to be other girls out there doing my thing and all that. So I guess the thing with me is that, you know, let's say my shit that I do takes off. Because one thing I started to notice, women love a man that, like, you know, that's doing his own thing and shit like that, and just taking off and shit like that. And my shit look like it's about to take off. You know, I'm loving what I'm doing right now with my book and all that shit. Though. Right. And I truly believe I could be potentially successful at the shit. There's sometimes, what if the thing that's fucking me up is even if I get to that level of being the best me, you know, or doing my thing in my books or some shit. The thing that's kind of getting to me is, am I still gonna feel like I ain't shit to this girl?
But that's what I'm saying. Why are you even worrying about her though? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like you're still caught up in that chick. You know what I'm saying? You still caught up on her. Let me tell you guys something real quick. You're caught up in her because you're attached to her at this moment. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sure there was another girl you met years ago probably that you really liked that you're not even thinking about today. You feel what I'm saying? The same thing's going to happen with this woman. It's just because in this moment you're feeling it now. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. As time goes on, you'll be fine. You're not even going to be worrying about this shit. You feel me? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. But yo, listen, man, I appreciate the call. I got to take a few more of these calls, my dude. All right? So I'm going to holler at you later, man.
Thanks a lot.
No problem, bro.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right. Let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on?
Locario was good, man. This big sauce out here in Arizona was cracking.
I'm chilling. What's going on with you, man?
Oh, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm glad I'm able to talk to you, man. Talk about some games. So,
all right.
So dig it, right? I'm a very, like, popular dude, you know what I mean? I go out quite frequently, and I'm the type of dude, you know what I mean? I'm hollering at every chick that I think is sexy. I'm trying to smash, you feel me?
Right.
Now, the thing about it is I score often, okay? I score often, but I have my phone is full of chicks' numbers, right? So I don't have the problem getting the number. I just got a problem with just closing the deal. I want to, like, get my ratio up a little bit more. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so I get the number, right? And like sometimes I'll get the number and then I'll call the chick maybe a week later or something. And then you know how the chicks be like, the bitches be like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? And then you got to fucking explain yourself and
right.
You know, like I just want to just be able to master getting the number and being able to close the deal. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Wait. So hold on. So you said you get the number and then when do you call them?
Yeah, like a lot of times when I call them, they act like they be like, "Well, who is this?"
No, I'm asking you, when do you call them? So if you get a girl's number today, when do you call her?
I usually wait about a week.
You wait a week?
I wait about a week.
See wait, that's your first mistake right there. You see what I'm saying? When you get a girl's information, call her the next day.
Okay.
Right, the next day always. Don't wait no week. That's why they're saying who's this. They don't remember you. You know why? Because Billy, John, Fred, Sam, and all these other dudes is hollering at her during the week. You feel what I'm saying? So she's like, who is this? You see what I mean? So, but what else? What else is popping off?
So basically, I just want to get my ratio up. So I'm just trying to step my game up because I'm not intimidated, you know, by any woman. You feel me?
Right.
I'm full of confidence. You know, I got swag, I got style. I just want to get my ratio up. So, like if I call them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know, I might get a fake number, but that's usually not the case. They usually give me the real number. The thing is I want to go in and I want to just like seal the deal, close the deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I call them, and then I have to explain myself and things like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen exactly what you said. Is after I get the call them the next day to set up the date.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's what I want to do.
Exactly. That's what. Look, let me tell you something. See, when you get a girl's information, you don't want to wait a week and all that other stuff, because what happens is that when you're dealing with women, you want to build off of momentum. When the momentum dies down, it makes it harder to have that connection happen again. You understand what I'm saying? So what it is that when you first meet a girl, you get her information. If you get her number, because sometimes you could give a girl your number, tell her to call you the next day, and that could also work too. But if you get a girl's number, hit her up the next day, wait 24 hours, hit her up the next day, be like, yo, what's up? This is so-and-so. It was real good meeting you yesterday. When are you free? We should get together, get a drink, and hang out, right? So she's still feeling the momentum from, the day before. You understand what I'm saying? Then all you do is once you go on the date, once you get on that date, then you could wait a week. You understand? Because at that point, she's gotten more of a taste of you. She's gotten a feel for you on that date or that hookup or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to wait a week when you first get a girl's number, because at that point, this is the things that guys got to understand, is that when you get a girl's number, usually at that point you don't really how do I say this without sounding mean? It's almost like you're meaningless at this point. You're just another guy. You don't like because guys think, oh, I'm this cool guy, so she's gonna think I'm this cool guy. But the thing is, she don't know you're a cool guy yet. So you could be a cool guy, but she don't know that yet. She has an idea. She's like, okay, well, maybe he could be a cool guy. I'm getting a vibe, but I don't know yet. So when you don't call for that week, now again, this is what I'm saying is there are going to be times where you could wait a week and a girl might see you, but that's usually making your ratio low if you're doing it that way. What you want to do is you want to start things off quickly and fast, and then you can slow things down. You don't want to slow things down at the beginning. It doesn't really work that way. You're going to have a lot of bullshit that's going to go down. This is why you got a lot of girls saying, who's this? Because she's wondering, like, is this the guy that I met last night? Is this the guy I met on Wednesday? Who the hell is this guy? When did I meet y'all? You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got to understand.
It's so awkward, not to cut you off, G. It's so awkward that, you know what I'm saying? Like when you call him and you swear that there's some type of rapport that you built, or she wouldn't have gave me a number, right? But you're just another guy.
And that's what I'm saying real quick, is that you have to see, this is the thing with women, right? You have to understand or look at shit also from their perspective. This is what I was saying with the whole thing about understanding the game from all different angles. If within a week, let's say you meet a girl on Monday, you get her number, and then you try to call her on Friday or Saturday. You wait all the way till Friday or Saturday to call her. You understand what I'm saying? Then what happens is during that week, 30 or 40 other dudes got her number. You feel what I'm saying? So now out of those 30 or 40, maybe she was like into maybe like 7 of them. You feel what I'm saying? And so you might have been one of those 7, but you hit her, you got her number on Monday. It's Friday now, and then she might have met a guy on Thursday night she liked. So when you say, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" she's gonna be thinking, "Well, is this the guy from Thursday?" And then when you're like, then she's like, "Who's this?" And then you're like, "Oh, it's so and so," and she's like, "From when? Where?" Like she don't know because it's been so long. Now, if you meet a girl, get her information, hit her up the next day, set up a date. You go on the date, and then you go on a date. She's having a good time. Then you can wait a week, and then because she's anticipating your call. You understand what I'm saying? Most women aren't really necessarily anticipating your call at the beginning because everything is still up in the air. Like, it'll be cool if you call, it'll be nice if you call, but they're not anticipating it because they don't know you. It's the same way. Let's say, for example, if I told you that I got a girl that's kind of cute that want to meet you, right? You probably say, "Okay, cool. I'll meet up with her. That's cool." You understand? But if I tell you, "Yo, remember that girl I was telling you that was cute that wanted to see you? She moved to Africa, so whatever, right?" Now, you probably wouldn't. You'd be like, oh well, fuck it. You understand? Because you didn't see her, you didn't experience her, you didn't do anything with her, so there's no attachment there. You don't give a fuck. You're like, well, I didn't meet her anyway, so it is what it is. Like, she's just gone, right? Now, if I showed you the girl, if you met her, if you shook her hand, you feel what I'm saying? If you talked to her, right? Then you didn't see her for a week, and then she hit you up. You'd be like wondering, like, damn, where's that girl at? She's bad. I wanted to hit her. That's because you saw her. You understand? So there's a difference between the idea of her and the actual experience of her. See, when you first meet a girl, she's getting the idea of you. When you go on that first date, she's getting the experience of you. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's the difference. And that's what you got to understand. You see what I mean?
No doubt. I appreciate that, man. Like because I like I said, I don't mind. I talk to a lot of girls. Girls love to talk to me. I definitely ain't quite often.
Right.
But like I want to. I've been listening, to your work. We follow each other on Instagram or whatever. So,
all right.
Like I listen to your work, and I definitely didn't want to come across as being needy because it seemed like it's like a very thin line. Like if I feel like I'm too needy or too into them too fast, that's gonna cut them off. So then I try to do the little fallback approach and then subtly, hit them up, then try to get a date. Now sometimes the chick do remember, like, oh yeah, I remember you, what's up? And then we go on the date, and then things go as they go. But I just want to just make sure that, like, when it comes to this, I do everything like the same way. I treat like you want us to treat every woman the same. I want to treat every woman the same, so I can make sure that that my game is tight. So I'm doing something and it's working, it's clicking, like all four cylinders, like on all how with all four cylinders.
Right.
Like
And see, the thing is, when you talk about the needy stuff, what you gotta understand is this: like, if you meet a girl, right, and she's interested in you, right? Let's say you meet a girl on Monday, she's interested in you, right? If you call her the next day, right?
Right.
It's not needy because she's actually interested in you, meaning that she actually wants to see you. She's thinking about, like, that guy I met the other day, he seems cool. I'm intrigued by him. The idea of going out with him seems nice, right? Now, when you wait that week, if you wait a whole week, right, what happens is a lot of times that interest she had when she met you on Monday decreases because time is going on in a lot of cases. And the reason why it decreases is because the feel that she had for you is only a smidget. You understand? It's only a little bit because she doesn't know you yet. She has a little bit of interest because she likes the idea of you, but it goes down. So this is what I'm saying, where it's not going to be needy of you hitting her up the next day because you want to keep that momentum up. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is that you can wait a week and call girls and still get some of them, but you're going to have way more success, right, if you hit them up as soon as possible to make something happen. Because, again, it's only going to seem needy and creepy and weird if they don't like you. You see what I'm saying? Or if they're not into you. You see what I mean? And so it's all of that is really just perspective in a lot of ways, meaning that, there are certain things you can do that's going to make it be a needy thing. Like if you kept calling her every day, that's going to look needy. But if you hit her up just to set that date to try to make something go down, you're actually controlling the dynamic of the situation. That's not needy. That's you setting things in gear and in motion. You see what I mean? And so that's the thing you got to do. So don't sit there and get a girl's number and wait a whole week, because that's going to slow down a lot of your progress. You see what I'm saying? So,
Right. I definitely got that. I appreciate it. I got one more question. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do your thing.
Go ahead.
Now, when it comes down to the casual sex, right? Now, let's just say I set up a date. Now, sometimes I'll be like, yo, why don't you come to my crib? I got some liquor. I'll cook you some dinner. You know what I'm saying? We watch a movie. Let's get it in. A lot of women are feeling actually offended by, on that initial date, to invite them over to the crib. I mean, that's for safety reasons, and that it just like the whole Netflix and chill thing. It's like that's like dead. Like women is not feeling that at all, unless the attraction level was extremely high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the best way to go for the casual sex without feeling like I got to go to Benihana's, or you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like
right.
I want, okay, let's just say I go out for a drink. We talking, I'm chopping it up, chopping game. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get the pussy wet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm trying to get the pussy wet. So we kick it, whatever. Then I'm like, yo, let's, you know what I mean? Let's go to my crib. You know what I mean? I got a bottle of drink, whatever. You know what I'm saying? How can I, you know what I'm saying? Propose. What's the best way to propose for casual sex without really like going in your pocket like that on a date?
Well, see, this is the thing. First thing you gotta understand is this: if you meet a girl, let's say you meet a girl at a bar, or whatever, and you're talking to her and all that other shit, right? And let's say you can either pull her that night, or if it's not feasible that night, you could get her to get her number and hit her up and try to see her again another night. But what you got to do is two things. One, you have to first recognize if this woman is already into you sexually. You understand? Meaning that you have to peep and see if this girl is already into you sexually. So if you already see that, if you already see she's all over you, she's touching you, she's flirting heavy, I'm probably start kissing and all this other stuff. Once you see that, you can either go for it that night, tell her to come through tonight, be like, yo, let's go back to my place, whatever. If you can't go that night, what happens is you say, listen, I want to continue this later, give me your number, I'm going to hit you up, and, you come by the crib. So what it is you're setting it up for it to happen the next time you see her. You see what I'm saying? But that, again, that has to happen if she's already in that mode or seeing you in that zone to actually do that. Or what's going to happen is, let's say the girl isn't automatically into you, and you meet this girl at the bar, y'all are talking. If you start flirting with her, and then she starts to get into you, she starts to warm up to you sexually, right? Then you do the same thing again. You start touching, feeling, kissing, and all that. Then you say, yo, let's get out of here tonight. Or if it's not feasible tonight, listen, I want to continue this later. So basically, all I'm saying is this, is that when you want to get a girl to your crib, or when you want to get a girl to come to your spot, you have to read the situation to see if the girl is seeing you in that light, or you have to build that shit in that moment. You see what I'm saying? So that she can look forward to that. So the problem is, what a lot of guys do is, you might meet a girl, you might be talking to her just on some regular shit. There's not enough sexual tension being built, and you just say to this girl, hey, you seem cool, let me get your number. And then she gives you the number, and you say, yo, come to my crib, right? See, the reason why she declines it sometimes is because she could, in this situation, either she's not getting that sexual feeling from you at the time. You understand? Like I said in this video before, is that men are horny, women get horny. You understand? So that means that women sometimes need to be built up to it, unless they already see you as that alpha male that they want to fuck immediately. If she wants to fuck you immediately, it's easy to get her to the crib. A lot of times the reason why the girls aren't coming straight to your crib is because they are not seeing you as that alpha male they just want to fuck. And the reason why they're not seeing you as that alpha male they just want to fuck is because sometimes you're not presenting yourself as that alpha male that they want to fuck. You see what I'm saying? Based off of how you're acting when you're first meeting them. You see what I mean? So when you first meet them, you gotta make sure that you are keeping it extremely sexual, to the point where she's getting so riled up to where, let's say, if she can't see you that night, she's waiting to see you the next night or the night after to come to your crib. So when you say, yo, what's up, let's go, come to the crib, she's ready and waiting because she's been thinking about it since the last time. You see what I'm saying? So that's all.
Well, let me ask you this, Locario. How can you be aggressively building sexual tension with the female without coming across as like a fucking perv or you know what I'm saying? Like,
again, this is what I'm saying. Again, this is what I'm saying. If you see, what you gotta understand is about building the sexual tension, right? Is about you seeing, right, if the girl is interested. That's why you're doing it. So if I'm building sex, if I'm trying to get sexual with a girl and she's like, being very, like, she's backing away a little bit, or she's acting like she don't want to do nothing, or she's being very uncomfortable with it, What that's telling me is that she doesn't want to do that with me, or she doesn't see me as that guy. So all I'm saying,
Okay.
right. So all you're seeing is, okay, this is not going to work with this girl. You feel what I'm saying? So then you could charge that to the game at that moment, right? But the thing is, when you build the
Okay.
sexual tension, if she's into you, she's going to be receptive. So remember, two guys could do, me and you could do the exact same thing to the same girl. Like let's say a girl, her name is Tiffany. I meet Tiffany tonight and I'm trying to get all sexual, touchy feely with her. Maybe I touch her hand, I pull her in close, whatever. We kissing and all this other, or I try to kiss her, but she's backing away. Or I try to pull her into me, but she's backing away. Then you could come the next night and meet Tiffany and you be touching her exactly how I touched her, try to kiss her exactly how I tried to kiss her, and she's doing everything with you. It all depends on how she's feeling with that guy. But the thing is, you need to be the one, and I need to be the one to make the move. So we know who she's feeling and who she's not feeling. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Creepiness and all of that other shit, or seeming like a perv, that you only seem like a perv to women who don't like you. You see what I'm saying? That's it. That's all it is. So you gotta see if the chick likes you. That's why you're doing it. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh,
So that's what it is,
okay.
bro.
And then,
That's what it is, man.
okay, so
But yo, hold on. You saw a million questions, bro. This is I got a few people got to call in, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
oh,
But dude,
man,
this
I
is
appreciate your time, Ken.
definitely, bro, definitely, man. If you want to hit me up for the 30-minute game session so we can really get into this. You feel what I'm saying? So I can really lace you with some shit, because y'all be trying to ask some bad questions and it's like, yo, I got, but y'all appreciate the call, my dude. But yeah, just keep doing that shit. You feel me?
All right, man. I appreciate you, man. You have a good night, bro. Appreciate
Definitely,
you.
man. All right, peace.
One.
Man, yeah, I be trying to give y'all some stuff, but y'all be like, I'm like, dude, y'all could, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta put up some bread and get this shit popping. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, what's going on?
All right, it's Locario.
What's popping? Who's this?
All right, man, this is Israel from Florida.
All right, what's going on, man?
All right, look, so I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it short. I know everyone's got a lot of questions, but look, I'm a young guy. All right, I'm a young guy. I'm just starting out. I ain't really into girls. I'm going to keep it real with you, though. A lot of people, I mean, I ain't going to say, like, try to boast up and gas myself up like that, but you know what I'm saying? My mom's got friends, and they've said, hey, your son's handsome and this and that. And I started noticing that.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, that's cool. They started gassing me kind of. And, I was like, all right, let me put this shit to the test. I didn't really have too much experience with, I'd say, girls, because I had one girlfriend. And she was great. It was awesome, man. But I think after that kind of, the relationship ended, I started going out. I started, boom, trying to hit on girls, and I'm like, all right, I'm good looking. I'm confident. Yo, I don't get this shit. Like, I've gone up to girls. I've gone up to talk to them. Yeah, you're a little fidgety, kind of nervous shit going on, this and that. But I would still get numbers, and I'm like, all right, this shit works. That's cool. Yo, but like 4 out of like 5, like they give you their numbers, but they don't message back. Why is that? And I swear to you,
Right.
just last week I was at some college in my local city, and I'm talking to this girl and whatnot, and it's cool. I just asked her a general question. General question was nothing, about her looks or whatever, and she was all right. She was nothing special. So by the end of the convo, it's like a 10-minute convo. She surprises me. She hits me with, look, I'm going to give you my number and this and that. And I was like, whoa, like, that's never happened to me before.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Finally, something's going down. And I'm like, all right. So I hit this girl up like 2 hours later. And what do you know? This girl don't hit me up. I'm like, yo, I did not ask for this shit. Why does this keep happening to me? I don't get it. I ask for numbers. They give them to me. They don't reply. I don't ask for numbers. They give them to me. They still don't reply. Like,
Right.
is it like, am I doing something wrong?
Well, first, the first thing, when the girl gave you the number, you replied in 2 hours. That's kind of quick, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give it at least a day. You know what I mean? So that's
Okay.
right. So for now on, give it at least a day, at least 24 hours, then hit her up. Because when you do it too quick or when you take too long, both of those aren't good. So you don't want to hit her up 2 hours later, but you don't want to hit her up 2 weeks later. You know what I mean? So you want to, hit her up that next day where the momentum's still there and see what's popping. But what you have to understand is, a lot of times what happens is the reason why these chicks don't hit you back or don't respond is because they on the front end have a lot of options, and a lot of women get off on attention. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is why, when we talk about sometimes just giving a girl your number, what that does is that it eliminates the work that you got to do, right? And it eliminates you giving her that attention fix that she would have gotten by you hitting her up. You see what I'm saying? So
Okay.
so the thing is, if you give like 15, 20 girls your number, right? And let's say only one or two hit you back, right? Then those are the ones who's really interested, right? If you got 15 girls' numbers and you hollered at all 15 and there was only those two interested, then you probably would have got 2 calls back from those 2, and then the other 13 you would have been going through the bullshit. So there's a reason. There's a lot of reasons why, and also sometimes these girls be having boyfriends and shit they don't tell you about. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes these girls, when they meet you and you get their number, they are feeling it at that moment, and then the next day they're on some whole nother other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So
that's crazy.
Right, for us, for guys, like if I meet a hot girl and I get her information, I'm thinking, yo, I want to meet up with her, I want to hook up, I want to do this, I want to do that. So I'm trying to make it happen. For women, when they get your information, at that moment they might be feeling it, and then the next day, literally the next day, it's a totally different feel. You see what I'm saying? Anything could have happened where she just gets up and she's just in a funky mood, and you text her and she's like, oh, I don't feel like dealing with that. You feel what I'm saying? And then she just doesn't call you. You see what I mean? And so like I was telling the other caller, when you first get with a chick or talk to them, it's like just generally they'll put you sort of like in the category of all the other guys they're talking to and who they're trying to sort of see what could go down. You see what I'm saying? So this is why you're going to get a lot of girls who are going to flake, a lot of girls who are going to not call you back and all this other shit. This is why I say it's a numbers game. You see what I mean? So,
Okay. And it's, so I guess it all goes back to the saying, women are moved by their emotions.
Right.
Okay.
Real shit. Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? These chicks, and that's the thing, like, it's funny because you might meet a girl who's extremely intrigued by you. She's like, yo, this guy's cool, I like him, and all this other stuff. You get her number, you hit her up the next day, and she's very excited to see you and meet up with you again, right? Because the momentum is still there, so she will be doing that. You understand? Then you got the girls who you meet them. When you meet them, everything's cool. The next minute, fucking, her ex-boyfriend called up. He wants to get back with her. She got into a fight with her one of her girlfriends. Her mom says some dumb shit to her. She got her period. She don't feel like talking. Like all of this fucking shit that makes these women not do the shit, like that, not respond to your calls. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
You know what? A better alternative is I ain't gonna go for my age, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. I've always had a thing for males, like for real.
You say you always had a thing for who?
Oh yeah.
For who?
It's always been some kind of thing.
Hold on. Hold on. You say you always had a thing for who?
For MILFs.
Oh, MILFs. I thought you said males. I was like, damn, it's the wrong channel, bro.
Nah, man. I've had a. It's just. I mean, I don't know. I guess ever since I started noticing, women pay attention to me, I like it, and I'm like, you know what? Girls my age, it's just I've been through that. That's fine. That's cool.
Right.
But I wanted to ask you. I wasn't sure if you had, I know you're in the game and whatnot, but what can you give a young guy advice on going out there and just doing their thing with, hey, maybe it's a woman twice his age, but I know there's this kind of, you can find something in a woman that they might find just as attractive as you find in them, right? Because of the age difference. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the thing is, if you're trying to hollering at older women, again, like I talked about this before, a lot of older women, they like to be validated. So you know what I'm saying? So, it's more so about within your flirting, there should be something that you're showing that, like, I'm really into you, I'm very attracted to you, you're super attractive, yada yada yada, because they're worried about the fact that they're getting old and their looks are fading. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's how you could come at them. You feel what I'm saying?
But that don't really work with the young girls, because I've tried that. Why is it? Now it's changed all of a sudden, right? Now it's kind of, you got, small banter, and then kind of throw in some sexual tension. You know what I mean? So,
well, the
I
thing
guess
with
it's
the
just
thing with the
lit
younger
now.
girls, that you got to understand is, since the younger girls are really like, they're like in their prime and all this other shit.
There you go. Yeah.
Younger chicks are very fickle. You understand what I'm saying? So what you have to, so the thing is with younger girls, a lot of times you either gonna go one or two routes. You're gonna follow her energy, or you're gonna have her follow your energy. It's better when you have her follow your energy, because then you sort of guide her in the direction where you want her to go to. But you have to also understand that that's still a lot of young energy, meaning she's gonna be all over the place still. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just a different type of thing. But if you follow her energy, which is not a good idea, which a lot of guys do when they're trying to fuck with young girls, that's when you start doing all the goofy banter and all that other stuff to try to get into her world. You feel what I'm saying? In order to like
Right.
ease your way into this shit. You see what I mean? So it all depends on it's just understanding that dynamic. So what I'm saying is, for example, I was at this spot where it was like a 18 and over club night or some shit. So I met this girl who was like, she was 20 years old, and she just walked up to me. She danced with me. I danced with her a little bit, and then after the dance was over, after the song switched, she turns around and just starts making out with me. Right now,
Okay.
so I was like, I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and shit. So I was gonna go to the bathroom, come back, get her information, and then bounce. Right. As soon as I come out the bathroom, I was only there for 2 minutes. She's in the corner making out with another dude. You feel what I'm saying? Just that quick. You feel what I mean?
Wow.
So their energy is very, all over the place. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you
Right.
need to know how to navigate that if you fucking with all those like younger girls, and know how to really have that type of energy to keep that shit going. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. It's extremely volatile. So I understand you gotta, I guess you just gotta, learn how to read. Is it? I mean.
Right. Read the signals and read the signs and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Okay.
But yeah, man. But y'all, I appreciate the call, my dude. I gotta get a few more of these calls. You feel me?
I appreciate you, Locario. Thanks, man.
All right, bro.
Big help. Appreciate you.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. Oh man. So what's popping, people? Yeah, I'll be calling in when I'm on the phone, and then when the phone call drops, it there's no calls in the shit. All right, let me see what's popping. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Locario, what's going on, man?
What's popping? Who's this?
This is Ronnie.
Ronnie, what's going on with you, bro?
Chilling, man.
What's the deal?
Hey, I got a question. My question is, like when you deal with women, like they said like you gotta have like you gotta have power. So my question is, like, when you dealing with women, how can you have power? How can you demonstrate power? Like,
well, it's basically like the same thing as having confidence, understanding your value, all that stuff is all lumped in the same thing, because the thing is, when you are the type of guy who values himself and who's confident, she sees you as a powerful guy. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it really is. Is that is more so how you put yourself together, how you see yourself, how you show up. You feel what I mean? So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Because I looked up the word power, and it said something about authority. So basically, it's like power. Power means like you have to carry yourself with authority, right?
Right. Yeah, definitely. Because the thing is, look,
Yeah.
you want the woman to follow your program. You want the girl to cooperate with you, right? And she's only going to do that when she feels she's with a guy who's a powerful guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Okay. So because I thought it was like having control over them. Like,
Nah.
telling them
See, the
stuff
thing is,
like that.
look. Let me tell you guys something. If you need to control chicks, that means you don't. That's not power right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's no power in controlling. You understand? It's the exact opposite. You're not. You don't have power by trying to control. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You actually have power by letting go. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Right. You know? Because like you said before, I mean, like you said, you gotta be a powerful dude. Like power, you gotta be confident. You gotta be able to have the girl follow your program. And you have to be able to get inside her head.
Right.
And you have to be able to be a leader in the relationship.
Right. Real shit. Real shit, man.
What I was saying was, I wasn't saying like control women, like control them. I mean, like they supposed to follow your program, basically. That's what I try to get at.
Right. And also too, what you gotta understand is them following your program is very it's a act within themselves where they want to do it. See, that's the thing guys gotta understand. The girl is being influenced to follow you based off of her being intrigued to be with a guy like you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it is. It's not, and that's the thing. A lot of guys get that confused. They think that I got to do things to get control over this girl or to control her. It's not about that. It's about you being the type of dude who she voluntarily wants to follow. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, what you're saying is like, she got to be willing to, like, if you say something, she got to be willing to accept that, and she have to say, like, say if I say, hey, excuse me, sweetheart, I need you to do this for me. I need you to go to the store for me. She has to be willing to do that already.
Right. Exactly. Like she already has to want to do that. You see what I mean? And this is why what I tell guys is that, look, you know, the game is about you, right? And even when I coach women, I say the game is about them. It's about them also. The game is about everyone with their individual wants and needs. So what happens is that you find a woman whose wants and needs line up with your wants and needs, line up with what you're doing. So that this is why she follows you. This is why she deals with the guy who you are, because who you are is in alignment with with what she's about and what she's about, you know, and who she is. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing that, you know, you got to understand. That's how you get that match right there. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, can I ask you one last question? Then I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I know we talked about this before, but my thing is, I want to get a clear understanding of it. Like, I have to ask this question again because I'm trying to get a good understanding of it. Like, I know you said, like, really, how you spit game, really? How you spit game?
You said, how do you spit game?
Yeah.
I mean, that's you know, all spitting game is basically you saying the things that is going to get you the result you want. That's really like the simplest way I could do it. The way I could say it is that you're saying shit that is going to lead you to get the type of result you want. That's it. So for example, you know, when a baby's crying, right? They're crying because they want the bottle. So that's the baby spitting game. You see what I'm saying?
Because the reason I asked that question again, because I have my brother, he deal with women all the time,
right.
And I don't be agreeing for the stuff he be saying about these girls. So I want to get it from you so I can get a clear understanding of whether he was right or wrong. Because the way I learned about it is when you spit game, all it is you like when you talk to a woman, you're supposed to have confidence to back up what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Like you basically say the things you need to say in order to get where you want to go. Is that simple?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Because if you want to try to speak game to a girl and you don't back it up with confidence, she ain't gonna be feeling you. Like I was telling him the other day, I said, man, look, how you expect me to do that? And I'm not confident right now. But when I do get my confidence right, then I could be able to do that because if I'm confident within myself, I could be able to say anything to a girl and she'll still be feeling me. Why? Because I had confidence.
Exactly, real shit. That's what I've been saying forever. You feel me? That's all it is, bro. That's what it is, my dude. You feel me?
It's all about the vibe, man.
Mm-hmm. Real shit.
It's all about the vibe.
Real shit, man. But yo, I appreciate the call, my dude. All right?
Yeah.
I'll let you, man.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Peace.
It's my dude Ronnie up in the building. You feel me? What's going on in the chat room, people? What are y'all talking about? Bernard, what's good? Remember, guys, get tickets to the Truth About the Game seminar. You feel me? Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, Locario?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's Mike from Indiana calling in again, man.
All right, what's going on with you, man?
Not a whole lot. That last call was quite interesting because I had a couple things on my mind I wanted to share.
All right.
And, you know, to kind of help you guys out, I've been going out and, you know, talking with more women as of recently. And, you know, sometimes your nerves get going and you really start feeling like nervous. And, I mean, you guys know what it is.
Right.
And to help you guys out, you know, you guys need to change your focus in the moment. So, like, shifting your focus, because usually what guys think of if they're going to approach women or, you know, holler at them, they're thinking, like, you know, how's she going to respond? Am I going to be good enough? Things like that, right?
Right.
And instead of, you know, looking at what is, or you know, things going wrong, you could start switching it around and asking yourself the questions, you know, what could go right? But, you know, a very simple trick that I learned, and this is really starting to help me.
Right.
Is, you know, shift your focus to feeling like very grateful for that moment, or really just in general.
Right.
Like you just go in your mind real quick and think of a time where like you were 100% grateful for what was going on.
Right. Right.
And then basically that grounds you in that moment, brings you back to that present moment and that reality, and your vibe changes entirely. And then that's whenever you approach, and then they can feel that. That's whenever they're inspired.
Right. Real talk. I totally agree with that, man. I totally agree with that because, you know, the problem is with a lot of guys is they're always in their head when they're having an interaction. So by being all up in your head and worrying about, oh, is she going to like me? You know, am I saying the right things and all this other stuff? That makes you in that moment not be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so she's not even meeting the real you. You see what I mean? So a lot of times you just relaxing and being yourself and just chilling and enjoying that moment and having that conversation and all the other stuff. A lot of times that makes you get the girl because you're more attractive in that moment because you're just being who you are and you're not worrying about trying to look a certain way or be a certain way or act a certain way. You see what I mean?
Right. And, you know, the biggest game changer, to just elaborate on that really quick, is, you know, approach the situation. So, like, I know some of y'all have like friends, family, relatives, and you feel like so comfortable around them, right? Like I know you guys got like somebody, right? Like how would you act if you were talking with them?
Right, exactly.
You know, like what is the energy? What was the vibe? How would you conduct yourself? How would you walk? What would your body language be like? What kind of conversation would you bring up to them? How comfortable would you be in that moment? And then it's no different. See, you bring the comfortability factor of, you know, speaking with a friend, a really good relative, and then you bring that to, you know, you can actually bring that to a you know, stranger, and they'll feel that, and because you're so comfortable and you know, they feel that, they're going to reciprocate that 9 out of 10 times.
Right. Real talk. You talking some real stuff, man. Because, you know, it's a lot of times when guys are out there and they're so nervous and they're like, I don't know what to say, and it's really because they're in the mindset of thinking that there's something extremely different and special about this girl I'm talking to, so I have to be this other person or do this extra shit. And I'm just like, look, just like how you said, if you were talking to like your friend, you don't say I don't know what to say next to my friend, or I'm nervous to talk to my friend. You just see your friend, you're like, hey, what's up? How you been? What's going on? Blah blah blah. You have that conversation, and so it flows easily and it flows comfortably, and you're just doing what you're doing. The problem with a lot of guys is that when they're dealing with women, a lot of it is very outcome dependent based. You understand? It's very ego driven. So because they're trying to feed their ego and because they're so desperate for a certain outcome, that puts pressure on them within the interaction, because it's not just them having a conversation with a woman, it's now them having a conversation and needing for it to turn into the girl giving him the number or showing him interest. You understand? It goes from them just having a conversation with a woman to them saying, I need to get this girl to like me so that I'll feel good about myself. You see what I mean? And that's where it goes down. And this is why it's hard for dudes to really make it happen, because they're not free in the moment being themselves. And this is why it's hard for them to attract the girl, because the girl, she can sense when you're, you know, trying to put on a show, or you're nervous, or you're, you know, you don't seem comfortable with yourself. You understand? And then sometimes doing that makes the girl uncomfortable, because now she's in a situation where she's talking to a guy who is really awkward, and she's just like, oh my, like, I don't know what to do now. You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
Yes, that is absolutely it. You know, just a final thought here. And, you know, I was really, because a lot in those moments, in those situations, we feel like we're not going to be good enough. You know, and you have to come to that point of realization where you have to accept yourself and, you know, understand that, no, I'm good enough as I am. You know, the authentic me. You know, I was, for the longest time, I would kind of sit back and try to play it cool and be like, hey, I'm gonna emit this like like over the top body language, right? And it was like I was trying to like be cool. I was trying that whole James Bond thing, and I'm like, you know, I'm the bad boy. You know, I still talk to people, but it's almost like I'm overdoing it, because there's a such thing as overselling yourself.
Right.
Because you can be trying like too hard, and again, it goes back to, would you be acting like that in front of your niece, or in front of your best friend,
right,
or a parent, or a relative, or a cousin, or somebody that you're really close to? Would you be acting that way? And you ask yourself in that situation,
right?
And if the answer is no, then start acting that way. You know, it's the same energy that you'd carry to a really close friend, or you know, in this case, I know I can be around my brother and my cousins,
right?
And we just be on anything, man. I mean, we just be, and it flows just so easy. And that's exactly the feeling. You guys will know, because that's the feeling in that moment that you'll actually receive. That's the feeling that you'll get, is that everything's just real easy. The conversation's really easy,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, 9 out of 10 times, like I said, they're going to reciprocate.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to even have to worry about that. You just worry about what you're focusing on in that moment.
Mm-hmm. Real talk, man. I appreciate the call, man, because you dropping a lot of good knowledge on there, man. That a lot of guys got to hear. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right.
All right,
All
man.
right. Peace. Later. Nah, that's real talk, man. That is real talk. Dude is spitting facts, man. I love it. I fucking love it. Female pimp, you need to call up and stop playing. Female pimp need to call up and stop playing. That's what you need to do. That's what needs to happen. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, man? It's Locario. It's Sebastian. I got a question about pet names and shit. Like when is it too early to call a girl like baby and then babe and whatnot?
I mean, it just all depends. You don't want to do that shit like the first day or week you fucking with a chick. Like when a chick becomes either your girl or a chick that you've been seeing for a while. You know what I'm saying? And y'all getting all intimate. Then it is what it is. You know what I mean? And it all depends on the vibe and all that. I don't really do too much pet name shit. I mean, that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the girl does it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but it ain't. It all depends on the vibe and how long I've been fucking around. You don't want to be on that shit like too early. You know what I'm saying?
Is it like beta male shit though?
Not really. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the situation. It depends on who you are and what you're about. Because the thing is, you can if you're with a chick and let's say this girl is like your long-term girlfriend, you feel what I'm saying? And that's someone you've been with, that's somebody you love. Yeah, you can say all that shit. That's your girl. You know what I'm saying? So
what if I'm trying to smash though? You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
What if I'm trying to smash?
I mean, yeah, if you're just trying to smash a chick, y'all don't have that type of intimacy. You know what I'm saying? For that shit to be, for that to even be a thing. You know what I'm saying? So she'll look at you like sometimes like, okay, what's that about? You know what I mean? So, but the more you guys get to know each other, then it's something that you could do if you want. You know what I mean? So it all depends.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, bro. I'll let you, man. Peace. All right. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Mr. Locario.
What's poppin'? What's going on?
What's up, man? This is Martin Savage.
All right, what's going on?
Yeah, I just want to pick up on the conversation on the last guy.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, like, women are really insecure.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say women are insecure, because, they really are in their mind thinking, like, oh, am I good enough to, attract any kind of guy? Is this okay on me? Can I get what I need? Somebody? So that's the same thing what's going on with guys, too. See, I was no different from that. Like how society has indoctrinated guys to be. Raise their hands to get like an answer from the teacher, or just to go out there and just have a conversation with folks.
Right.
But as I'm saying that, you got to be the best person you could be. You got to be your own person, because that's how it is. Because everybody's just being indoctrinated to be the same.
Right.
And that's just not how life is to be. You can't go out there thinking the same in like this whole, society. Because otherwise you're going to be left behind because you're not imagining the type of person you want to be.
Right. So, real talk.
Yeah, like I was saying, like there's the thing that you have to do is that when I say women are insecure and they're in their mind all the time, because that's the difference between what a guy should do. He should go out there and express his sexuality, express his body, express how he is as a man. And women gravitate towards that because the man goes out there and goes about his way and conquers the elements around him.
Facts, right. And that's the thing that makes the women really interested in you, because they're like, okay, this guy's confident, he's doing his thing. And if a woman is insecure, that confidence is attracted to her because that's what she wants to be around. She wants to be around that guy who's confident, the guy who's a winner, the guy who got shit going on. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why for dudes, it's good for them to make sure that they're actually you know, doing the things to get themselves into position where they feel that way, where they are that way, where they become that type of guy. You see what I mean? So yeah,
Exactly.
man, that's what it is, man. That's what it is.
Yeah. I just wanted to make a quick note on that because like the guy was spitting some real facts in the last call. But yeah, I just wanted to make it quick.
Real
I'm
talk,
driving
bro.
right now. But yeah, that's how it is. Just guys, just have an abundant mindset. Know what you want in life, and have more power to you.
That's what's up, bro. I appreciate the call, my dude. All right.
Mr. Cario,
Peace.
take care, man.
Later. Yeah, man. All right, let me get one more call in before I get out of here. Yo, what's going on? Okay, that's enough. Okay, we're done. So listen. So guys, hold on. Let me all right, let me try to get this. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? This is David from Ohio.
What's poppin'? What's going on with you, man?
Nothing much, man. Just had a quick question about trying to go out and meet people. Like I haven't gone out like at night in a long time, whatever. And I kind of set in my ways now, in the sense where I don't want to be bothered with people like that. Like, you got any advice to, how to loosen someone up if they haven't been out in public like that, like the nighttime side of the game?
So you're saying you're not motivated to go out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I really haven't been going out like that in a couple months, And right now, I feel like if I was to go out right now, and even with this, I know you kind of spoke on this in the past, where like if you go out and the energy you're giving off is bad, women go kind of sense that and not really gonna want to message you.
Right. But the thing is,
any advice on that?
The thing is, sometimes because there's sometimes where you could go out and let's say you're not really in the mood, but once you are out there, then it your mood changes, or you feel the vibe of where you're at and what you're doing. It's just like when people sometimes they don't want to go to the gym, but then once they get to the gym, they're like, I'm glad I came to the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of shit where if you just got to sort of push yourself to go out there. I mean, it's not something you got to do where it's like every night, but you might say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go out, once a week, or I'm going to go out on the weekend for the next few weekends and see how it is, because you want to get yourself back in that groove to be able to enjoy yourself and do that other stuff. But there's going to be times where you really don't want to go out, where it's like, so you're like, oh, I just really don't want to go out. And you don't want to, you might not want to do it at that point, because if you're really like shit, I just want to stay in or whatever, and you do go out, you'll probably be miserable in certain situations. So it all depends on your level of energy and your level of intrigue to actually go out and see what could go down. So if you're like totally like, look, I don't feel like doing this shit, then don't do it. But if you have just even a little bit of curiosity to go out and see what could go down, then do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be able to keep that going. But you don't want to stay in that zone where you're always just like, you know what, I'm going to stay in. Because what happens is that you get so used to that, and you miss out on opportunities to really, make shit happen and meet some women out there. You feel what I'm saying? So, you just got to push yourself a little bit than you would normally do to really get it going, to keep yourself motivated. Because what's going to happen is you might go out, meet some women, have a good time, and that within itself will motivate you to go out more. Because you're like, yo, I had such a good time last time. Let me go back out again and see what's popping. You see what I'm saying? So,
okay. Yeah. So, last question. The last time I went out, like when I normally would go out to nightclubs, but I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to get into the bar lounge type of deal, than nightclubs. Like, you got advice on approaching the bar lounge situation versus the nightclub?
Yeah, I actually like the bars and the lounges better than the nightclubs, truthfully, because the bars and the lounges, it's easier to really talk to women. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's more laid back. It's not as crazy as the nightclubs. So I would say definitely focus on those. And when you go to those spots, talk to as many women as you can, because a lot of times in those situations, women are there to get talked to. They're like waiting for dudes to come up. You feel what I'm saying? Like I go to these spots, these bars and stuff, and a lot of these dudes would be just chilling on the sidelines. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is, these women are just waiting for a dude to approach and say what's good. So the bars and the bars and the lounges, I think, generally gives guys a little bit of a better, more access to these women, because a lot of the nightclubs and stuff, it'd be crowded. It's just a whole bunch of people dancing. It's loud as shit. You know, it's kind of like you can't really do too much. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
yeah, like with that, like I'm getting older too. Like
right,
nightclub thing was my type of thing.
Right. Right, exactly. So you want to go to like the lounges, even go to like events or something that you know in your city. If they're doing like a you know, some type of event or like a jazz show or some shit, that you want to go down to those things and meet people, because you know the environment is just a different type of energy. You know what I mean? And so it's easier to meet women in those situations because of how everything is set up. You see what I'm saying?
So, yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. All right, I'm out at you, bro. All right, people. It is about that time. I gotta get to sleep. Man, that shit crazy. When you be tired and your face be looking all weird and shit. Like my shit look like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my face up, because you know it's all about the looks. You feel me? So I gotta make sure, you know, that I'm looking all cute and shit. But listen, guys, make sure you get How to Have Sex with Two Women Today, the ebook, hard copy, and audiobook. You feel me? And I will be doing another live one, maybe Wednesday, but definitely Friday. You feel what I'm saying? Let me shout out the chat room. I appreciate all you guys coming through. You feel me? Shout out to Matthew De La O, Khalil, Stephen Bender, Vince Smoke, Night Zoom Flight, African Scientist. Who else? Ballhead Jamaican. Who else is up in here? Dreaded P, Moving in Silence. Appreciate you moderating as usual. Louise, Andy Jackson, Gerara. You feel me? Who else is up in here? Let me see who else is up in here. Jim H. O'Forley, Martin 79934, Stephen Bender, Desmond Cook, Staying Ready, L Hall. Who else? Israel Martinez. Who else? Forest Field. Man, Whiskey to Dawn is in the building. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. So I will see you guys either Wednesday or definitely Friday. The Fridays are always on. And I'll try to do another one this Wednesday. All right. So you guys have a good night. I will talk to you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I am gone. And oh yeah, remember, get tickets to the seminar, Truth About the Game seminar, this April 14th. All right. So I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.